Finally, we left. I was actually supposed to record like a bunch of stuff at home. Like, I totally forgot. Flying from Toronto to Las Vegas. This is going to be my second CES. Lots to do this year, though. Lots to do this year. You're gonna see. This is gonna be a super fun video. If you guys are willing to put in the time, strap in. Let's go, baby. My stuff out.
So I made my way over to the lounge and, as usual, maximum capacity. Hello, hello. So I waited for a bit and then finally got inside. Food was pretty decent, and fun fact, it's all halal, so I could actually enjoy. So I made my plate, grabbed a booth, and filled up before the flight. Then I overpaid for this water bottle, grabbed my steep tea regular, and it was time to board. Now guys, huge PSA here, please do yourself a favor and do not book the very rare seats. It absolutely messed me up because this seat does not even go back, doesn't even recline. I couldn't even open my laptop up, and it got to a point where I got so frustrated I just ended up closing it and watching Dumb Money on Prime Video. Great movie, by the way. Also, I need to figure out some way to like elevate this iPad because, man, I literally had this supported by a Tim Hortons cup and a water cup. And there it is, boys, my home for the next week.
See, this place is like already super packed.
He drove over a pylon and I think it's like stuck underneath. So he's trying to get it. Let's go. And here is, oh man, I'm never getting over this room. This thing is like, this thing is legit. But you know what the kicker is? Hold on. An entire screen drops down. Huge thanks to my mother-in-law and my wife. They made biryani for me. I get to eat some hot food. This is like the smartest thing you can do. While I eat, I got friggin' Attack on Titan queued up, ready to go, and then we might take a quick dip. So I just took a quick shower. Time right now is 2:44 a.m. Toronto time is actually 3 hours ahead, so that's like 3, 4, 5, 6. It's almost 6 a.m. right now for me. Probably gonna work on the computer for like 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna call it a night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Ugh. Okay, so slept pretty well. Game changer this year. So every time I go to like a hotel or anything like that, I always wake up with like migraines and headaches and neck pain. This time around, I bought my pillow from home. So today I got some events, I have like a dinner, I think, a few things to do. But I got like a little bit of time, so maybe we'll warm up some food and then work for a little bit and then we will head out. I gotta go film something for LG at like 2:45, so we got a little bit of time.
Make it if we try, just be mine, and I'll be yours forevermore. Let's stick together.
Here's a fit check. What are we thinking? Good? So these shoes are like 800 bucks. Thankfully I got them for retail.
So I made it to where LG was actually displaying their stuff, and then I began filming for our collaboration. LG was basically showing off their washer and dryer and this thing called an LG styler, and it's supposed to basically replace your dry cleaner. It looks really cool. I also got to check out their brand new kitchen appliances lineup, which was really cool, but this was by far the standout product to me. It was like this microwave with this giant screen on it, and you could like browse social media and like had a bunch of cameras and stuff. Yeah, it was wild. wild. But in any case, I made my way down to the shops right after because I will always make it a point to check out the watch stores because you never know what these guys have available. Also, holy, the inside of these casinos look like actual daylight, like you're walking around on the street. That's how they trap you in here. Next, it was time to pull up to the Samsung First Look event, so I got my badge, hopped into the conference room, and waited for their presentation. Of course, a lot of focus was on AI, and we saw them reveal some of their new TVs as well. But then it was time to head up the show floor, and here's what truly stood out to me as actually useful tech. For example, the new Bixby on Samsung can actually recognize what food is on the table in like a show and pull up all the dishes. And then if you have your appliances connected, it will send the actual recipe and ingredient list to your fridge. Also, I noticed there were a lot of robots here at CES. This was Samsung's take on it. Then I ran into Samsung's Holo display, and this thing really tripped me out. This is basically a hologram that's being projected out of the wall. You can't really touch it, and it was so trippy. I tried putting my hand through it, and it was, man, I can't explain it. But one thing to note is that it can only be viewed at a certain angle, so if you see me kind of move to the side, you lose the screen. We also had last year's transparent LED TVs. Look, I'll be honest, I don't really know if this is actually useful tech or what the use case scenario is for these, but it is pretty cool nonetheless. Then a brand named Belkin took us for dinner, and then it was time to finally head home and call it a night.
It's like 5:30 Toronto time. I am like exhausted, and I just realized one of the videos for the brands that I filmed today is actually due tomorrow. So pray for me, guys. This is looking scary. Like 3 hours of sleep, really struggling because I gotta get this out before embargo. So here goes nothing. Life of a tech creator, I guess. Bro, that's the kind of energy I need in 2025. Bro, he has been at it for literally hours. He's been going from like floor to floor. Holy, go get it, bro. Okay, so the sun is setting right now. I'm just about to head out. Packed rest of the day. So a lot of these events here at CES kind of happen at like around nighttime. There's like dinners, there's programs and events and stuff like that that you go to. And that's what really takes up a lot of your time. The point of this video is I kind of want to show you guys what a day in the life at CES as a tech YouTuber or a tech creator kind of looks like. Also, in this video, I'm not going to be showing you like the best tech or the most out there tech, which you're probably going to see a lot of reels and people like talk about, but I'm going to show you guys tech that I genuinely think is going to make a difference in my life and maybe in your life.
January 6th, and we have a full house in Vegas.
We got top of the world class creators here. Yeah, let's go. It's the Indian Fabio. What's up, brother? I'm an Indian. Why don't we kill that, boys? We got the full gang here.
First stop, sure enough, we were impressed with what Shure had at the Shure booth. This is basically the predecessor to the SM7B, and they had two mics here connected to the same iPhone, and my goodness, the quality was actually incredible. Next up, I had to hit up Therabody because my goodness, my ACL leg has been absolutely killing me this trip.
Okay, been an insane amount of walking, but I have to film stuff for these guys now. Which is ESR, also really cool tech that I actually use in my day-to-day life. Okay, so one of the products that I was talking about is a game changer for like on the go mouse or computer usage, but basically it comes with this pad where you can like stick it on your laptop and then the mouse actually becomes like a MagSafe capability and it just sticks there. Like that's not going nowhere. This mouse actually has the soft click. You get the side buttons, all the sides are like nice and padded. And did I mention, it comes with an integrated cable, so if you wanted to charge it, you could. ESR does make some other cool products. You know how like when you like charge up your phone and stuff like that, if you use like wireless charging, the phone gets really hot. So this thing actually has a fan and it cools your phone while it's charging. You can charge your headphones, you can charge your Apple Watch. The Apple Watch thing disconnects, plug this into like a laptop and then you have your Apple Watch charger to go. Other thing I wanted to show was this case. It's the hybrid case and I've talked about this several times because firstly it looks nice and also it has this added utility. You get this nice little stand, so like if you're traveling or whatnot, you could like throw your phone down like this. They have a camera control button cover over here, so it protects your camera control button, and you can still press it in and you can still get the same feeling that you would if you were to go caseless.
But yeah, I decided to move on to the next event because I just wanted to get home and sleep. I've had an absolutely rough morning today, so I decided to just head on over to Qualcomm's party and hopefully call it an early night. But my goodness, man, walking through the city at night, this is truly the city that never sleeps. Like, it is always like this.
Brand new day. I just went downstairs, picked up Subway. Yeah, I'm trying to film like a few videos and then there's like a bunch more events today, so it's gonna be yeah, it's Okay, so one of the products that I want to feature today is actually Plod AI, which is what you see behind me here. Now, if you've watched my channel, you've seen that I've also featured them before. I've actually featured their Note, which is that flat one over there.
But today we're going to be talking about the Plod Note pin. Now the cool thing about the pin is that there's 4 different ways of wearing it. You can use it as like a regular pin and it has like this magnetic back which you can just magnetize to your shirt, or you can attach it magnetically to a clip and clip it on like how I did during networking sessions, or you can wear it as like a necklace, or you can also wear it on your wrist, kind of like a bracelet. Now what this is basically a wearable AI voice recorder that's meant to be there whenever you need it throughout your day. It uses GPT-4o to record, capture, transcribe, summarize, and analyze audio recordings. For example, in my case, I actually wore this before networking so that I could keep track of everything that we talked about. And at the end of the day, I can open up the app and there'll be an entire summary of what I need to keep track of, the contacts that I made, and who I need to email and whatnot, which I found really useful.
I've been using this right now while I'm at all of these different booths. So what I do is basically I turn it on and then it records all the conversation I'm having with people. And then when I go home, I'm just going to transcribe it and I'll have like basically a summary of what I spoke with everybody, their contact, their information, and everything like that. So actually useful in real life use case scenario. Remind me to email ESR about the next video. So just as an example, I just turned it on right now. I'm going to have a conversation.
Next up, I went to check out the Asus booth. Honestly, they make some of my favorite laptops, hands down. This one here is a super light ZenBook A14. This one here is the ROG Strix Scar, and it's got an NVIDIA 5090 laptop chip in it. I also saw my very first gaming tablet. This is called the ROG Flow Z13. I can't wait to play League of Legends on the go with this thing. Not to mention, you can actually plug this in with USB-C into their ROG XG Mobile, which houses a 5090 graphics card in there. Lots of great options this year. In any case, we wrapped up Asus and had to take the Uber to another location for showstoppers.
So literally my entire life has just been like Uber around here.
I've seen these remarkable tablets online before, but seeing it in person, these things actually look pretty dope. Might have to grab one of these. Also, I always thought these Shox headphones were just like a gimmick or something, but man, these sound pretty incredible. I also found this really cool projector combo from this brand called XGIMI, and they basically had this like multiple speaker stand which has a projector screen that pops out of it along with a short throw projector right below it, and man, this thing was clean.
I also got to try out X-Real's new glasses that are coming out, and yo, I gotta feature these on the channel. These things are pretty sweet. These PC cases by NZXT also caught my eye. I think I might build a PC this year. Let's see. I also got to try this really cool VR demo, which basically pairs with like this chair, and the chair will move according to what you're doing in the game. I was literally flying around like Iron Man, and this thing would like move around, making me feel like I'm actually flying. This was so true. I'm like, I don't even know where I am right now. It like threw me off. This was really good. I then got a chance to hang out with some of my friends whom you probably will recognize before we headed out to the next event. We arrived at the Allegiant Stadium, which is where the Raiders play, and my goodness, TCL really knows how to put together an event. They had Little John here as well, which is kind of throwback to my childhood. Parties aren't really my thing, but I had a lot of fun checking out the actual stadium. Like my eyes are like red. Pharmacy here somewhere, and maybe grab breakfast as well. I think there's a Walgreens right around the corner. Oh, I kind of went for eye drops, but I may have bought some extra stuff. I don't know, apparently these are really good. I keep hearing about them. And then of course you gotta get some Reese's. Oh yeah. Anybody else have this issue where every time you eat, you have to like watch TV or something? It's so bad, man, I hate it. Subway, we're ready to go. Pull down the projector. We're gonna queue up a TV show now. Okay, so in this box, I have one of 2 laptops in all of Canada. I have good reason to believe that the laptop inside this box might just be one of the most popular laptops of 2025, and I'll tell you why. But first, let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so this laptop is made with something called Aluminum. Now, what exactly Aluminum is, I'm gonna let Hannah from Asus explain it.
Ceramic, aluminum, magnesium alloy. Aluminum. It's a Pokemon. Look it up.
Thank you, Hannah. But look, I'll say from a consumer standpoint, because what we really care about is what exactly is it going to do for us. What it does for us is this thing is super lightweight. Like this laptop, like honestly, if you're a student, if you're commuting, or if you just want to have a light laptop so you can kick back in bed or take it on the couch, you are good to go, because this laptop is not going to take up much weight in your bag. And also it feels really nice, which is a huge plus. Now, I'm a huge fan of also the keyboard and how the clicks and everything feel, and even the trackpad. I think the trackpad has really won me over here. It's like this like soft touch material that they've used, which is, yeah, it's nice. Now, in terms of the internals, it's running Snapdragon X Elite chip. Now, as for the screen, this thing has a 1920 by 1200 full OLED screen, which is really nice. And Asus has, again, blessed us with some solid ports in here. Super grateful for Asus for letting me test this out for the day. So far my experience has been really solid. I can't wait to make a full video on this thing, and I'll talk to you guys about that. But make sure you guys are subbed, because yeah, we're gonna deep dive into this laptop. But yeah, that is pretty much, I think we're on like what, day 3 of CES or day 4? I've lost track at this point. But now we're gonna try to head to the show floor. We have a few dinners and stuff like that tonight. Again, busy day. Gonna try to get some client work done. But yeah, let's pack up. If we try just the 2 of us. Just the 2 of us. The coolest part of CES is like you also get to meet like all of like these creator friends that you've kind of gotten to know over the years, but actually coming to the show floor and meeting people at these different events and stuff, that part is the coolest part in my opinion. Fit check for today. What are we thinking? So I hit the show floor again today, trying to find more tech that is actually practical and usable, and then I found this guy. So this is the new Roborock vacuum cleaner that actually has like this mechanical arm inside. It will like pick up things and go place them where they're supposed to be. That is kind of wild if you ask me. I need to get my hands on this. I also found the smart mirror called Omnia by Withings, and it'll basically give you a full health checkup and give you a score out of 100.
Yeah, there's no way I'm doing that. Don't want people to see my public health score. Out of your mind?
Now, walking by this drill booth here, what really caught my eye is this racing sim setup that they had, and it's doing something really cool here. Now, Drio is one of the top companies handling like cooling, heating, and other home lifestyle products. Now, what they've done here is they've taken basically 2 of their fans and they've hooked it up to this racing sim so that it will simulate actual wind when you're driving in game.
This is like cozy.
So when you're driving, the wind will be blowing, and then when you stop, the fans will stop completely. Now, what's really cool is if you're driving a certain direction, the fans will blow according to which way you're facing.
That was pretty good. That was pretty cool. The intensity too. The intensity's pretty sick, yeah.
Next, I checked out the Drio Chef Maker Fryer, and I think I could really use this in my life. This comes with a probe thermometer inside, and you can set up presets so that it cooks like steak and fish and stuff like that just the way you'd like it. I actually had a salmon sample, and it was fantastic. Other than that, some other products which I think would be kind of helpful for me is this water filter with dispenser, a milk frother for awesome latte art, and a humidifier. Fun fact, I learned that the higher the mist is dispensed here, the better it is, because it just means it's gonna fill up a room better. So I wrapped up CES for the day and then made my way over to the Asus dinner. Always a blast to hang out with the Asus folk. These guys sure know how to treat you well. After that, I hung out with Carl, Nick, and Shomes for a bit, and then we were supposed to make our way over to this 50 Cent event hosted by Yahoo. Like, I don't know, we're in like the 1980s apparently. And yeah, we saw the lineup and we're like, nah, pass.
Just got back home.
You already know I had to do it.
What's up going? Oh, it's a vibe. Some Diet Pepsi.
We're living the life here. This is like my favorite hotel. Like, man, I'm always gonna book this. You guys better not front run me. I'll be pissed. It's another day. Second last day here in Vegas. Almost ready to just go home. Grab some breakfast right now. And then we'll get going. Today we went for pizza. I got like a veg and a cheese slice. Change it up a little bit, you know?
That makes sense. Okay.
Back right now, relaxing. And just like that, we're back home for the last night, boys. We'll probably have to run the hot tub today. Relax for a little bit. Last day of CES, I'm gonna head to the show floor right now. I just finished all my packing and stuff like that. I gotta get out of the hotel. My flight's like late tonight, so it's gonna be pretty hectic. But I got a red eye and I got lie flat business, so it's gonna be probably pretty nice. It must be nice. In any case, overall CES so far has been incredible. The thing that I found different is like last year I was like really worried about like networking and getting brand deals and stuff like that. But this year it's incredible how far we've come, where I can actually just go and have fun. I didn't actually hit the show floor much and just did the stuff that I needed to do for my videos and whatnot. And it was a good feeling. It's different. If you've been watching this video so far, I mean, you guys are crushing it. Really appreciate you guys. It's goodbye. Until next year. I made one last trip down to the CES show floor again just to see if there's any last minute tech that I think might be actually useful coming up this year. I mean, can we all agree that transparent TVs aren't it?
I did, however, see this gaming monitor from LG that is bendable, which was kind of cool, so you can basically transform it back and forth the way you like it. If you're looking for like cool looking TVs, then this TCL Nextframe TV Pro is actually really nice. I think I might pick one up for my studio. Their flagship TV X11K is also exactly what dreams are made of. This thing looks incredible. TCL also has these really cool tablets and phones that can transform between like an e-ink reader display and a regular display, which is really cool. I think one of my favorite booths this year though was Sony, because they actually showed what future technology could look like. In this example, they basically walked me through how you can capture an object in real life and then take it from here and throw it into like a virtual setting. And then you can use these sensors Sony makes to basically create an animated character, and then you use software to bridge all the gaps and smooth out the motions. Man, these guys are really making animation and filmmaking super accessible for the everyday person. I also got to see this Afeela car that everybody's been talking about. This is created by both Honda and Sony together, and this thing's filled with screens. There's like a screen on the outside, there's like 5 screens on the inside. This thing is absolutely packed with tech. I also stopped by the Hisense booth because they actually make some pretty good TVs, and my goodness, the size of these TVs that they had available. Also, I was so impressed at how thin they were. I also quickly stopped by the Moft booth, which is my all-time favorite brand for iPhone accessories. Their new wallet stand now has Find My built right into it, and it works really well. But this iPad case really caught my attention. Remember how I was using like the Tim Hortons cup to like prop up my iPad on the plane? Well, this would basically bring it up to eye level for me, and there's like a whole bunch of different creative ways to actually use this case, and I think I absolutely need to get my hands on this.
I just got back to the hotel because my stuff is like kind of checked in down here. Before I leave to the airport, I'm just gonna pull it out. Ended up picking up some Subway for lunch again, and also got some gifts for the kids. My littlest guy, toy train in a tin. This is for my daughter, which is this journal thingy for a Hello Kitty. This is for my other son. My third son, my fourth kid, he's too young. He doesn't need anything. Fine, I'll get him like a chew toy or something. That sounds so bad. So I think I might pick up something like this for the wife. Thai pasta. Broccoli cheddar your tooth?
It's almost about fall.
Nothing beats spending time with family.
Yeah,
Miss these kids.
the elephant.